Hi all, welcome back to Oops with C++ session 29. In today's session, we'll see the need of the constructors. Okay, so before going to that program, just observe this program. Uh, so we have something like class C employee here, one class, and set details and display function, two member functions, and two attributes. One is a pointer attribute, and another one is array. Okay, so by using set details, we are setting the values for the object values of the data members EMP name and this pointer attribute EMP ID. Since EMP ID is a pointer, what we are doing is we have to allocate memory for this in the heap. Okay, I am allocating memory for this EMP ID in heap by using new operator. So in upcoming session, I will discuss what is new and what is delete, what is malloc and what is free. Okay, so time being, just remember that new is used to allocate memory in heap segment. Okay, so now after allocating memory, I have to initialize it. I am just doing star emp id equals to id. So now display function, I am displaying star emp id. Since emp id is a pointer, I have to use a star dereferencing operator here to display the value, and I am printing the emp name. So by using set details I'm setting, and by using display I'm displaying the objects information. Okay, so this is my program. Just compile it and run how it is coming. Okay, so same program, but I have created only one object here. Okay, same set details display function. So here, so time being, this is not required. Yeah. So here, what we are doing is the normal program. Just string copy emp name comma name, emp id equals to new int. We are allocating memory. Star emp id equals to id. id value whatever we are sending, so that will be initialized here. So one at one. Okay. So now let's compile this program and see what is the output we are getting. Okay, so Richie and 101, we are getting the proper output. Okay, so now open this program. I'm just going to do some modification here. Okay, so what I will do is I will call this program. I'm just commenting this set details. So now I'm calling display function before set details. Okay, so now let's see what will happen. So no error in compilation. Segmentation fault means abnormal termination of the program. So why segmentation is coming segmentation fault? Because in display function you have this star emp id, right? So we have not allocated memory for this. We have not allocated any heap memory for this pointer, and maybe this pointer will be pointing to some garbage memory, garbage value. Okay, we are trying to dereference that. So that's where we are getting the segmentation fault value. Okay, so this is one problem, right? So means before initializing the object's information, so you are trying to access those members. So then it will throw the, it will if it is a pointer, then definitely you will get some segmentation faults. If it is non-pointer values, then you will get the garbage values, right? So the second scenario, one more scenario is like, so what I will do is I am calling the set details function for the same object once again. Okay, so now let's see whether it will work or not. See, yes, it's fine, it's working. First 101, next 103. So is there any problem now? So here 101 I am passing, here 103 I am passing. So it is printing the proper values, no problem, right? But there is a glitch here. Okay, so when you are calling this set details function for the first time, for the EMP1's employee ID pointer attribute, memory is already allocated in the heap segment. Okay. Now, second time also when you call this emp1.setDetails, what will happen is memory will be again allocated for this empid attribute. Means, so every time you call this set details, every time memory is getting allocated for this empid. Okay. So that is the reason what we have to do is means so every time new memory will be allocated and old memory is not freed. That's where the program leads to memory leakage. Okay. So somehow what we can do is we can try to avoid that problem by checking the condition. If it is having some valid memory location, then delete that memory and initialize it freshly. Okay. So this we can do somehow. Okay, sorry. But assume you have many number of pointer attributes. Here we have only one pointer attribute, you can do like this. But if you assume you have multiple, maybe some 50 pointer attributes are there, maybe 100 pointer attributes are there. So then what you have to do is every time you have to provide the if conditions. So which leads to cyclometric complexity. So cyclometric complexity will increase. Okay. So more duplication, mode code maintenance will be there, right? So that is not a good practice. So before using display or before you are trying to access these members, maybe you are displaying it or you are using it for some other purpose, the object's memory has to be initialized with some meaningful values. If it is not, either the program might abnormally terminate or it might leads to some unexpected behaviors. Okay, some program application crashes or abnormal terminations, all these things may happen. Okay, now how to avoid this? Okay, one point is clear that before initializing you should not use the object. Okay, first it has to be get initialized, then it has to be get used. Okay, now this is where the concept of constructors will come into picture. So what is the problem we are encountering here? So there is a chance that, say here we know we have only created only one object and we are setting the details. But there will be a situations where you won't be knowing where the objects are getting created and you don't have control over the object creation. So during that time you cannot say you use set details after creating the object. Okay, there will be a situations where the objects will get created and it will be destroyed immediately. Within the same line the object will get created and it will get destroyed. We will see that scenarios also in upcoming sessions. Okay, during that time there will be the object will be initialized with some garbage values. Okay, we have to avoid this problem. So how can we avoid? By making use of constructors. So constructors are the special member functions. What they will do is they will initialize the object's memory. So means object's memory means whatever data members are there, those data members can be initialized in the constructor as soon as the object is getting created. So if the object is getting created, then immediately the object's memory is initialized with some meaningful values. So that is the reason constructors are introduced. Okay, so before using the object, its memory has to be initialized with some meaningful information. And constructors are special member functions of the class which will do the initialization of object memory as soon as the object is getting created. Please remember this point. Constructors are special member functions of the class which will do the initialization of object memory as soon as the object is getting created. Okay, it's as soon as it is getting created, then immediately it will be initialized. Okay, now in upcoming session we'll see how to write the constructors, how constructors will be treated as special member functions. Okay, and what types of constructors are there, all these things we will discuss in upcoming session. So that's for today. Thanks for watching.